What's up, everybody? It's your favorite repaints, favorite nerd, and today we are looking at the Fansproject. It was a TF Source exclusive set, I believe. It was a 3-pack of the Deluxe Insecticons, which were not repaints in G1. I'm trying to think if I think I have them. I'll get them out. It's worth taking a look at. So, these guys. We'll compare them when we get to robot mode. That'll be something new and unique to do. So, it's just like the other one. Right? But I think it actually, in my opinion, it worked better for these guys than it did for the main three. Like, these guys always were a bit stylized and you had no cartoon basis, so having a stylized set of them kind of, I don't know, it worked. It worked for me anyway. So here they all are in bug mode, so you can see how they, since we didn't get to do that to the others. So pretty cool, pretty cohesive, good looking set together. So let's transform them. Now these mandibles, of course, move, or somebody will be like, they're not mandibles, they're something else. And then I'll say, cool. So we just open this up, and then we can get these arms out and tuck them up. Same on the other side. They're tabbed in here to the pelvis, so you may have to release that a bit. Get those arms up. Yeah, these hands definitely don't move. Alright, wrap those up. Bring these down. Rotate. Untab the foot. Bit of a tolerance issue. Bring it around. Untab the foot. Flip the foot. Bring it around. There. Turn these back onto themselves. Slide the hips back, and that's the lower part done. So move these to the back, which will allow you to rotate this middle. You might have to take these off. Alright. There. Much better. And then you can tuck this bit back, spin it on the ball joint, tuck that around to the back, close these up. Position and orient the arms. And then you can probably tuck these back down, or there might even be another way to do it, but let's just do that for now. I'll get them cleaned up. We'll take a look at them. So accessory wise, he came with one of these guns, and then there was an extra one included. I'm not sure if they had braking issues, but there was 2 included. And then he has these pincers here. Now what you can do here is you could take them off and you can clip them onto the hands. Easy for me to say. I don't know why that doesn't want to clip on right. Let me see if I can't. Anyway. You can also remove these and plug them in somewhere else, which is best. Tight like a tiger. I got one off camera. Let me see if I can't get the other one. There. And then these, I think they went right in here. Like you took that tab and you plugged them into there. That looks right to me. So let's go with that. Cool. And articulation wise, he was the same as the other ones, of course. We had a new head sculpt on there, which looked really good. Ball peg, much more limited range of motion though, because of the new head sculpt. A little bit down, a little bit up. You had yellow paint on there, and then the swivel is intact. All the white was painted clean and looked great. Always did. Waist swivel, that works fine. You get the same reverse butterfly joint, and then a regular butterfly joint on a hinge here. Bicep swivel there. The same ball peg that gets you, it basically acts as a double jointed ball elbow, and then nothing for the wrist, as we well know by this point. T-jointed ball joints for hips, they got you out to there, forward and back to there, and then you had the darker brown on the orange plastic, both on the crotch and the hips. Single jointed knee, get you all the way around, full Monty style. Ankle tilt down and up, and ankle rocker. So, just like the other one, but worked even better maybe. Quick robot size comparison, once again, with Generations Warpath, and then take opportunity to... It was funny, man. These G1 Insecticon Deluxe, they call them like the Deluxe Insecticons. Like, it was obvious there was something different about them even when you were a kid. You know, they weren't like your normal run-of-the-mill Transformers. Mine is all loosey-goosey, but you knew it wasn't like the kind you were used to. You knew there was something different about them. Final thoughts-wise, this was a cool repaint of a cool set. It was $150, I think, for all three, somewhere around there. So it was affordable. It was a decent exclusive, and I don't think anybody ever foresaw, you know, repainting shrapnel into this guy. But it works. You know, it's not perfect, but it works. So I commend them for that. It's I feel like a lot of things had been kind of ironed out by this point. Like, I'm pretty confident now that I bought the other one with broken hands already, because these hands are sturdy, and the other ones, I mean, it didn't take much pressure at all for them to pop right off, and it looked like there was glue residue underneath. So I'm pretty certain that I bought the other one broken at this point. But I don't know, a little interesting piece of third-party history. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.
Thank you, everybody. I want to talk about a few important things before we get started. Okay, I want to talk about my cabinet. I want to talk about the people that I would put into my cabinet. I would make sure that I have my brother from Nerd Rage Radio there as my vice president. That's Mr. Adam Russman. I would make sure that I had Shattered Cast up in there. Take care of the Secretary of Defense. You know what I mean? Secretary of Defense, let's diversify. It doesn't need to be one person. Nothing exceeds like excess. Am I right, guys? We'll have it six. 6 people to represent the Secretary of Defense. All the people that control media, FCC, all that kind of stuff, I'm going to bring in other reviewers, other people that I like out there doing stuff. I'm bringing the Realm of Collectors. I'm going to bring in the Toy Detox crew. I'm going to have them set up in those departments, kind of keep everything circulating. We're talking about a completely, you heard of MMC's reformatted? I'm getting ready to show you reformatted in real life. Things are going to change. Things are going to change pronto. You got other presidential people running out there. They want to build a wall. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to build an ark. You know who's going to pay for our ark? China, by making all the ark bots that we can put into it. That's what I'm talking about. Bringing it together. Who's got some questions for me?
So what are your views on free trade?
I'm all for it. Let's open those Facebook groups up. Let's get the Cybertron Cafe going. Let's get the hardcore collectors and plastic crack addicts going. Let's get all these groups going. We don't need to pay the 5% to eBay. We don't need it. Those days are done. Let's get these Facebook groups moving. You guys save a little bit more money as dealers. You guys save a little bit more money as buyers. Cut out the middleman. Deal just collector to collector. Make stuff happen amongst the people. Amongst the people, am I right? You got Rosie O'Donnell, you got all these fat cats out there getting paid for stuff. Like, don't worry about that. You guys just work on the internet, talk to one another, be human to one another, okay? Not every question deserves 10 smart-ass memes from you people, all right? But just be human to one another, create something good, sell back and forth, cut out the middleman, save a buck or two. Am I right or am I right?
So what do you think about your competition out there on the road?
What competition? You know what I'm saying? I've already spoken a little bit about some of these jokers with, you know, shake and bake, and then and Squirrelhead, you know. And I'll tell you what, these guys are throwing dirt on each other. Nobody throws dirt like your Uncle Skullface throws dirt. And it's your Uncle Skullface. Why wouldn't you vote for family? I'm here for you. Take care of all my nieces and nephews. We'll get in the White House. We'll start making changes.
So what are your views on Prime Minister Putin?
It's not a real name, is it? Is it? No. He says it's a real name. Putin? I thought it was like a fart joke.